Alright boys, welcome back to another video. In this one what we're going to be doing is talking about the 3 new shotguns that are in Fortnite. 2 of them that are brand new, one that is returned after a long time, and I don't ever want to see the pump shotgun gone away that long again. The other 2 shotguns we're going to be talking about is the Makeshift Shotgun and the Primal Shotgun. Both of these shotguns we don't have any stats for, so it's kind of going off what I've gotten from playing with them. Starting off, if we haven't met before and you're new on this channel, I recommend subscribing, because if you're a sweat at Fortnite, if you're a tryhard, if you're on that competitive grind, this is the place to be. I'll tell you why it's the place to be, man. Do you know any other channel who's giving you the shotgun meta day 1 of the new season? I didn't think so. So pros are keeping these secrets to themselves. If I know it, I can guarantee you pros know it, because they're better than me. So starting off, Makeshift Shotgun. Basically what the Makeshift Shotgun does is it's more of a, the players who use the charge shotgun are going to use the Makeshift Shotgun. That's because they need to be precise players. If you're using the charge that holds 4 shots, that's no longer in the game, by the way, so I'm just using that as comparison. The charge obviously holds 4 shots, and you need to be precise because you need to charge it up. But with the Makeshift Shotgun, it's kind of the same, similar mechanic. You don't need to charge it or anything like that, but you do need to take your time, and you might as well charge it because you can't afford to miss with the thing only holding 2 shots. And my theory of it holding only 2 shots, obviously they have removed the ability for us to see the actual damage numbers. It's more of just like the way COD used to do it with the graphs. It's just kind of a straight line out of 200 damage, and it's kind of 50% of the way. So I know for a fact it can 100 body. I have a feeling it can do 200 headshot, because I swear on stream earlier I got 195 damage with the green one to the head. And that's just me giving an example. I think the blue one though can completely one-shot your enemy. I would suggest that it does, because for balancing reasons, if the thing only holds 2 shots, it's got to be doing a hell of a lot of damage. So I do think it can completely one-shot a headshot. I'm not sure when or what rarities, but I know it can for a fact, because it wouldn't hold 2 shots if it like, there would be no reason to, you know. Then we have the Primal Shotgun. The Primal Shotgun is that absolute AK shotgun, which is insane but very not skill based. So it would be replacing the tac shotgun, only it's kind of a hybrid of the tac and the old drum shotgun. This thing doesn't shoot as fast as the drum shotgun, thank god, but it can do damage. And what I've noticed is when you ADS with the shotgun, it shoots at basically a pump's fire rate, and it can have some serious range. And it goes from having like a double barrel, if you remember that gun, the double barrel shotgun crosshairs, which are so wide, which means the pellet spread is insane, which means you're basically not going to hit anything at range. But when you ADS in, it goes to something like the tac's hip fire. So it does aim in a lot, and you can actually hit a lot of shots with it. I was messing around with it on stream, popped off and got 9 kills off spawn, so it's a pretty good gun, I can tell you that much. And then obviously we have the pump back in action. One thing about the pump is, I know it's hard to find. I did just put up a video on how to get mechanical parts, so I suggest that after this video you go over to the channel page, and while you're over there hit that sub button, but also make sure to check out that video. It tells you how to get the mechanical parts, and it tells you all that good stuff and where to find things, and you know, it's only 3 minutes long anyway. But back on track, you want to know about the metas and when and where and how you should use these guns. So obviously one thing before I go in depth on that I forgot about is that with the Makeshift Shotgun, which I like to call the bamboo shotgun because that's what it looks like, that shotgun can be side graded to the pump shotgun, and that is the best way to get the pump shotgun and go towards getting the spaz. But once you, I don't know if the Primal Shotgun actually can be side graded as well. I just know the Makeshift Shotgun, which I call the bamboo shotgun, like I said, can be side graded to the pump. So to do that you do need mechanical parts. Moving on though, I don't want to talk about that anymore. We're going to talk about how and why you should use certain shotguns. If you're an absolute god and an accurate player, I would suggest using the Makeshift Shotgun, which obviously is the shotgun that holds 2 shots. But if you can carry an SMG alongside that, you are a W. That is a W. If you can spray with it, I know the P90 is still in the game, but if you can use one of the new SMGs, which are very good, I am going to be doing a similar video to like what I'm doing right now, breaking down the shotgun meta. I'm going to be breaking down the AR meta and the SMG metas in a different video. Again, another reason to subscribe. They will most likely be coming out in the next 2 days. But Makeshift Shotgun, you need to be an accurate player. Don't mess around with it if you're not accurate, and be honest with yourself, because you're not going to have a good time if you're pretending you have god aim realistically you don't, so don't use it. That's the way I'm feeling. It's like sometimes I have my moments with it, but I'm not consistent. Then moving on to the Primal Shotgun. If you have terrible aim, this is a perfect shotgun for you, but it actually does require some skill, especially with the way you can aim in and use it at long range. It gives you a lot of versatility, and if you can adapt to using the Primal Shotgun, you're going to be winning. I'll tell you why, because the shotgun shoots so fast you don't need to carry an SMG. It holds 12 shots. You don't need an SMG with the gun. So that opens up a slot for you to maybe carry a healable, so it's a great gun for a support player on your team, or maybe your fragger. I wouldn't suggest a fragger to use it, but your support player can definitely open up an extra slot. So therefore he only needs an assault rifle, a shotgun, and his other 3 slots, primarily 2 of them are going to be for healing, and then he can use that other last slot that would usually carry an SMG. He can use that as maybe a harpoon to help your team out a lot, or a fishing rod, you know, whatever it may be at the time, whatever you guys work best with. There's a lot of new fish that you might be able to carry, so that stuff is useful, and that's where the Primal Shotgun's advantages would be. And then we got our old pump shotgun. I don't think too many stats have changed with that, to be honest. I think they're the exact same. I've hit a few 200s with it already. First kill with the pump shotgun was 200. Pretty sure it was. Well, not my first shot out of the thing. I died the first time I got it for some reason. Can't remember exactly why, but it was on stream. But the first kill I got was a 200 max damage out of the game, and it just reminded me of how good the pump was. That was obviously a spaz. So I don't really think the pump shotgun is great, if I'm being honest, compared to the other two. I'm just giving you my honest, like, I'm happy it's back. Unless you have a spaz. The spaz is definitely the best shotgun for consistency in the whole game. Its crosshairs aren't too small. It holds just the right amount of ammo. It has a nice amount of range. It does a nice amount of damage. It's just an average shotgun again. But obviously having that potential to 200 is insane. And the crosshair, like I said, is real nice to be able to hit 200 to hip fire. And you don't have to carry 2 shells. So for me personally, the gun I like using the most is going to be the spaz, because it's so consistent, especially for an IGL or a fragger. They're going to need consistency when they're going to be hopping in people's boxes. Not so much the IGL, but definitely a fragger I would recommend using the pump shotgun, specifically the spaz. That's basically all I have to say, but I did kind of tie this video in with how to improve your aim and the best ways to play with these shotguns. So for the Makeshift Shotgun, I would say keep a distance between your opponent. Don't full commit, and obviously carry an SMG alongside it, but don't full commit to going into somebody's box with that shotgun. You have 2 shots and you need to take time to line them up. If he has the Primal Shotgun and is just spamming shots, it doesn't matter where he's aiming, he's hitting and he's putting pressure on you and he's making your screen shake. So therefore you're going to miss some shots with that thing. So I've noticed a few times I'll jump in the box and literally have to get sprayed. Purposely will let people spray me so I can make sure my shot will hit. And it actually is a good method to use it to improve your aim, because there's a mechanic, an aim mechanic that not a lot of people know about, and it's called your discipline, which is that basically you're in a box, you can shoot them, but taking that few extra seconds to line it up and put it on their head and then release the trigger. So it's more like aim discipline, I guess you could look at it as. But the Makeshift Shotgun is very overpowered. It's a very good gun. Obviously just the 2 shots, man. The 2 shots just don't cut it for me. I don't think it's worth the amount of damage you can do. I don't think it's worth 2 shots. Unless obviously solos. It's a great solo gun then at that stage. But if you're playing trios and you've got 2 shots, you know, and 90% of the time those 2 shots won't kill somebody. There's only that 10% where it will kill somebody, and that's when you skull them to the head, or you hit the 2 headshots with the thing and it does over 100 a shot. So there's a lot of, you know, ifs, ands and buts with it. So I would play an old consistent pump shotgun. It's back in the building. Consistency, you can pull off the 200s when you need to. It suits every playstyle the pump does, to be honest, because we're all so used to it. It just takes a while to get the muscle memory back with the pump. Whereas if the Makeshift and the Primal, it's a whole new development. Unfortunately, I can't give the stats for the guns. Like I said, I don't know. I've looked around on a few sites. All the sites I usually use for stats and for videos like this they're just shut down. They don't have the stats right now. They don't have the numbers, because Fortnite didn't give us the numbers. So it's going to be a few days, few weeks before they figure that stuff out. If so, and I notice the stats are very different and the stats are saying other things, I'll come back and I'll make another video on this, updating it. But that's what we have to work with, man. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and please, I hope you actually will subscribe. I'm not begging, I'm just saying for your own sake. The tips are going to help you so much more, man. You see how quickly we got onto this train of tips and information that is not yet put out there. It's day 1 of the season, man. I'm giving you the shotgun meta. Tomorrow is going to be the SMG meta. I told you how to get mechanical parts. You know, I've uploaded 4 times today. If you want the information first and you want it fast, subscribe. It's your own benefit. I'm dipping, man, but I hope you enjoyed the video overall, and have a good day, man. Honestly, I'm gone.